Hi, it's Stephanie Parody and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a story time about the first time that we ever traveled with our fifth wheel RV. We named her Wild Iris. And the reason why I named it Wild Iris is because my favorite song is Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, and I consider myself a wild spirit. We had bought this RV from a private seller. It needed a little bit of work. What we thought was a little bit of work, which ended up being a lot of work. We renovated the inside, we painted the walls, we replaced the toilet, we replaced the sink in the bathroom, we put new furniture in, we put new blinds in, and new wheels. It was a lot of work. And we also replaced the floor to a vinyl hardwood looking floor. I am all hot and sweaty because there's a heat wave here in Connecticut, and that's where I'm filming this. So anyway, we had bought the RV in January of 2018 and started our travels in December of the same year. And before we took off on a proper RV trip, we decided to get everybody in the car. So me, my husband, my father-in-law, my daughter, and my dog, all in the truck. And we decided we are going to go around the neighborhood with the RV connected to the truck. So we go down the street, and my husband thinks it's a great idea to turn around in a Cul De Sac, in which we proceeded to jackknife in the Cul De Sac. So at this point, I am completely terrified. I'm having a straight up panic attack. I think we are going to flip over in the middle of the street. It felt like the whole truck was tipping over. And I look back and I feel like the part that is connected to the truck is about to come through the window. So I'm crying, I'm hyperventilating, I'm saying I'm getting my kid out of this car. So I grabbed Callie, I grabbed the dog, and was hysterical, and I started walking home. I said, forget this, I'm getting my child out of this car. And so I just start walking home with the dog and the baby. I'm thinking to myself, can I do this? Is this too scary for us to be able to RV? And so I'm thinking to myself, I wonder what's going on with them right now. So James and his dad ended up maneuvering the truck and the fifth wheel safely around the cul-de-sac, and then I saw them driving past me while I was walking home. And it was really awkward because I was all like having a fit, and my father-in-law just like waves and is kind of like awkwardly like, well, we're gonna go for a drive, like, bye, see you later. So my mom was moving into my house. She rents my house while I'm on the road, and so I go back and I give her a big hug, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so terrified. And she like really calmed me down. I do think that there's a reason as to why my intuition was telling me something, and I was freaking out because that same part of the RV that I thought was going to come through the window, when they backed it into the driveway on their way back, it busted through the truck window, the same spot where Callie's car seat was. So thank God I had taken her out of the truck. Would not recommend that you practice driving your fifth wheel around the neighborhood. I would recommend that you go to an open lot, drive it around there, and practice going in reverse, practice backing it into a spot, practice before you take it on the road. Do not do what we did.